Howdy, you delicious people. Today I'm here to do another episode of DC Universe Online. If anything, of course, we are doing another episode of the Hero story. If anything, this is going to be a long episode, so let's get started right away. And then, if anything, I'll do my shtick and all that stuff while this is going on. But yeah, if you guys want to donate...
So, you took Giganta. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Donate to the PayPal they have for any kind of...
Ready for more action? A situation is rapidly spiraling out of control in Little Bohemia. Speak to Dr. Sarah Charles at the 5th Precinct.
For any kind of DLC or any shoutouts or anything like that, there's no tier for anything. So yeah. But yeah, if anything, I'm sure people will, by the time eventually these probably come out, will probably be like, man, it's been a while since these come out. I have been crazily overly recording a lot of things. So whatever I can easily record first, that's what I've kind of held dear. Because realistically, I need to record about 6 videos on top of...
Patients are rioting all over the Metawing at Metropolis General Hospital. LexCorp is trying to keep Metro PD from the scene, so something big is up. Superman wants you to handle it. You'll need this metahuman encasement device for as long as it lasts.
So I need to record 6 videos on top of the 2 videos that I've done daily.
This is Superman. Lex Luthor sponsored a special Metawing at Metropolis General Hospital. Everything points to it being a cover for illegal experiments. Help the escaping patients as much as you can. And then we'll get to the bottom of this.
So here's me just trying to do like waving and stuff like that. Me just playing around with some of the little funny things, the side things, and trying on a new cape, which did really go really well because I just got annoyed with it. Because I don't really like capes, but the cape that the hero has on, I tolerated it. I was like okay with it. But yeah. I got about 6 videos on top of the 2 that I would do normally. I'm about adding this one on top of the pile of videos. I'm about 2 videos away. But, because I, luckily, or I guess unluckily, but even though, lucky to this channel.
Will you aid the Corps? Sinestro's army of fear has smashed down an Alpha Lantern near LexCorp Tower. The green power batteries left from the battle should revive him. Do not delay. Sinestro is already amassing his villain allies.
Yeah, I tried this quest because I'm like, I want to do something with Green Lantern. I've been wanting to do something with Green Lantern something, but for some reason, I don't know what happened with this mission. It was weird, it just stopped. So I just kind of wanted to showcase some stuff because even though the mission didn't turn out well, because I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on, I just wanted to showcase that, yeah, Green Lantern mission. But yeah, with this one on my belt, I'll have to do 2 more videos. More than likely, I'm going to try to bust out 2 now, and then I'll only have to do 1 more video, and then I should just be doing hopefully just 3 tomorrow, and yeah. I don't know, there's just like, there's probably just gonna be one day where I'm just gonna have to just just stay up all day and just crazily crank out videos. Yeah, but I was like, where did everything go? What happened to everything? And then I was like, oh, hey, like, at least I can see what the heck is up with this Green Lantern here, because I'm like, yeah, I don't really get to see,
What can I help you with?
I don't really get to see Green Lanterns much in the game. I saw Hal, of course, in the first mission, but yeah.
What can I help you with?
And here's just kind of showcasing what all the stuff she evidently had. But I was like, again, per usual, you never really have anything to get anything from this, so. But yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to crazily crank these out, but I don't know. Lately, I've just kind of like I've just wanted to try a lot of new stuff lately, and because I just want to kind of like, if something really and truly isn't working, then that's when you're gonna see the random sporadicness of my channel. Whereas, like, yeah, this really isn't working. So how about I just try this? How about I just try that? How about I try 6 other things? And a lot of times, just like there's been.
Superman. Lex Luthor sponsored a special meta wing at Metropolis General Hospital. Everything points to it being a cover for illegal experiments. Help the escaping patients as much as you can. And then we'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. So if you guys have been following my villain story, a lot of this stuff will
These
come up.
people are a threat to themselves and anyone else until we discover what Lex did to them. Use Star Lab's special containment sphere to take them to safety.
A lot of this stuff will come up before the hero story does. Mainly because I like doing the villain story a little bit more, because the villain story is really a character that looks like me. And this character is just a character that I enjoy. Like, yeah.
Chief Researchers Journal. One of our most valuable samples. It really speaks to me.
Stop! You're hurting me!
Yeah. But if anyways, if you guys want to get kind of like spoilers, I guess, what's going to happen in this story, you can basically go to the villain story and pretty much assume that the other side of the sword will happen on this. But because I have like one of these recorded, and I think I have like 2 or 3 villain episodes to still get through. Yeah. Because I tried to spam so hard, trying to, like, spam episodes, and then so that way, I have the option of either doing, something from a mobile game, or I can do, just commentary and stuff of something that's, pre-recorded, so.
I hope the heroes kick your ass.
I kind of get more options that way, so I'm happy with that. But if anything, like, there's so many things that end up getting lost in the shuffle, because there's a lot of stuff that ends up getting easily being able to do videos for than others. So it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna not do a lot of Xbox One games because how difficult it is to upload enough gameplay off of something to commentate over it and what have you. So yeah, like, those are gonna be slow to get out, but like, without a doubt, I gotta have a lot of things
Back off.
brought here into the meantime to justify, justify all of yeah.
I can't stand you anymore. Stop yelling in my head.
But yeah, I don't know what it is where it just seems like a lot of times they just love reusing characters. I guess it's just much easier writing-wise. Like, say, for example, if I were doing a villain story and a hero story, like, you would think that they would use different characters per mission. A lot of times they don't. It's just like, well, hey, here's the other side of it, and it's the same character from the other. But I guess it's like, for like, for people that are doing the full stories, like, they can just like, oh yeah, well, in the other story I'll help so-and-so character, and in the other story I'll fight against them. Because I guess a lot of people, it's just like, well, some people are fans of certain characters and some people like hate certain characters. Like I wouldn't say I hate a lot of like superhero characters. I just think that some of them have never been put in the right story. Or some of the people's story has just repetitively done to death that it just has made me like there's certain, like, for example, like, it's kind of funny that basically probably Captain America and Superman are basically, in the comic book spectrum, probably the same person. The only difference is, I think Captain America, compared to Superman, like, Captain America has had a lot of ups and downs and dips and dives and whatever through his stories, where, like, Superman has just, like, always been, like, Superman is, like, always been the leader of the Justice League. It's like he's just always the leader. Like, he's never, like, it's not like they've ever changed the leader of the Justice League, or when they have certain missions that specifically, it's like, oh, well, yeah, this is the Batman villain. I guess we should have Batman as the leader. Oh, this is, Cyborgs.
LexCorp implanted tracking devices in all of their metahuman experiment subjects. The monitoring station is on the hospital roof. Get up there and overload the station so these people can escape.
Like, this is Cyborg's villain. We should have Cyborg as leader. No, it's always just Superman's the leader, and, like, doesn't matter if, like, his expertise,
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
is bad or not, and a lot of times that's probably why a lot of the times in the Justice League show, he would always get knocked out right away, and he would be useless.
Chief Researchers Journal. This heart is a telltale example of our profound work.
Without that monitoring station, Lex will have to track down those patients one by one. Show his troops they have more to worry about right now. Like facing us.
Like facing us. But yeah, but I guess I shouldn't be negative about certain heroes or whatever, because I'm on the hero side. But, like, ultimately, like, I loved, like, Superman in Injustice. If anything, that is the one time, the one story and the one time that I think I would probably actually be on Superman's side. Like, I think what he was saying is right. Like what he was saying was like yeah, I can dig what he's saying. Like I can freaking like I would definitely be in his corner for this story. Like Batman, yeah, I can understand that like that might does make right or whatever, but still like when it comes down to it, it's just like the villains would just like continue to kill. Just continue to kill. They'll escape jail, they'll do whatever, they'll kill people in jail. It's just like, when is it gonna stop? When is it gonna stop? And like freaking Batman would just like, well yeah, but there's gotta be like there's gotta be redemption for everyone. It's like, yeah, but I don't know. Like ultimately, I don't know. Like write down in the comments below if you guys would like to.
Help! Help!
However, if you guys know the
Do you have time to help
Injustice
me?
story,
LexCorp's gladiator suits are running off a highly unstable power cell. We believe it's based on stolen Star Labs research, but with a fatal flaw.
Look out!
yeah. But let me know in the comments below if you guys would honestly be on Superman's side or Batman's side.
Patient
Like, the only reason probably why I would probably be on Batman's side is just because he had Justice League Dark and all the supernatural characters on his side. I think if you're in a group, like, whatever your belief is just kind of, like, tossed aside. Like, if I was with Justice League Dark, and I was like, you know what, like, I really like what Superman's saying, but everybody else in Justice League Dark is just like, yeah, but, like, I want to support Batman, because he always supported us. And I was just like, well, okay, like, I'll go with you guys, and probably go into certain death, because realistically, when looking at the power set of Superman and how he had like all this like uber powerfully people, and what did we usually have on Batman's side? But like, hey man, like freaking like, hey, it's majority decision. If everybody was going with Batman, then that's where I'd go. But I don't know. It seemed like a lot of the times Batman's side would lose. A lot of the times everybody would be freaking killed for just completely just, I gotta believe in Batman. And then they would die for it. And it's just like, yeah, that's great and all, but I don't know. Like, I guess also, like for Darkest Night, freaking I would probably end up being a Black Lantern. I'll say that right away. Just because, like, if a person is probably already dead, which, like, Grim Death would, the character...
This is Lex Luthor. You just disrupted research that would have helped countless human beings. You've clearly chosen to follow that alien Superman rather than advance humanity. Don't expect mercy. Luthor out.
Sorry about that. Oracle is blocking any more transmissions from Lex's unique point of view. For now, join Supergirl inside. Help the Metas and arrest whoever's in charge so they can stand trial for these crimes.
like, if I went under the Grim Death mantle, which would be where I'd probably go under,
I'm gonna keep looking
like,
for stray patients.
Grim Death would
Lex
be
is playing
dead
it.
already. So, like, because basically he is a reanimated person, come back to, kind of tip the scales of justice in a Spectre-like fashion. So, realistically, when it comes down to it, like, I would probably end up being a Black Lantern because I would be dead already. So yeah, again, I would love me some, if they had a Black Lantern DLC. More than likely, if they did Black Lantern, they would probably have to do White Lantern too. I kind of wish, though, which would be kind of fun, for some lanterns, if they could have more than one lantern ring. There's some lantern rings that do work well together, or there's just some lantern rings that, like, I know, like Will and Rage, when Guy Gardner mixed those together, he had this kind of like huge kind of like nuclear like wall of like mind meld with the rings, where like all this stuff was like going crazy, and they had to freaking they had to really incapacitate Guy Gardner and kind of and send him off to a Blue Lantern, so that way they could get the
There are
ring.
people trapped in tubes inside the hospital. Metas, but still people. They're being processed in tubes so they can be used for their energy.
So that way they could get the red ring off of him, so that way, like, this mixture wouldn't be so nuclear crazy. And, like, I'm assuming, like, green and blue work really well together. Like, because if you have a Blue Lantern next to a Green Lantern, like, Green Lantern's power becomes greater and what have you, so
You want some of this?
I think it would be cool to mix them all together, or do like a Kyle Rayner kind of story, where he has like all of the rings like on him together, and it makes what I assume would be like a White Lantern, I think is what he ended up turning into, or some kind of just uberly powerful lantern. But then also you got the classic Green, the Hal Jordan story, where he had like on every single one of his fingers, he had like a Green Lantern ring on every single one of his fingers, because he tried to kill all the other lanterns and took all the rings. And so, yeah.
So you found my metahuman experiments. What else can you find? Let's see how well you do with a little game of hide and seek. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice.
Chief Researchers Journal. Always wear insulated gloves when handling cryotechnic
Ollie, Ollie, I'll
samples.
come free.
Yeah, for this level was really difficult, just because, like, I just kind of,
Now
like,
you see me. Now you don't.
I just had to start, like, spamming, like, everywhere I was. Because I was like, okay, how do I know exactly where he is? Like, you don't see him, but he just appears, so you just have to randomly spam until he shows up.
See how they run.
But I guess, if anything, I guess this is kind of like,
Peekaboo, I see you.
But I guess if anything, this level was just kind of like, I guess it's like the creepy, like Child's Play kind of thing, where it's like, oh hey, here's this creepy guy that it just so happens to be really smart and
Ollie, Ollie, I'll come free.
come free. It's a weird way of wordages there.
Now you see me, now you don't.
But I don't know. One thing that I would love to be like to be able to be a part of is like how like Animal Man and Swamp Thing were like the red and the green or whatever. Like
See how they run. See how they run.
like I would definitely like to be incorporated or have some kind of power set where I could be incorporated in that. Like there is like, well yeah, you could have been like a nature like character or whatever, but
Peekaboo! I see you.
but realistically that power I don't think would be a real like strong enough power to really be beneficial. But then again, like I probably wouldn't use it the right way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still just kind of like hoping for the best for this game because like, and I'm sure I'm probably like overthinking the game as well because it's just like, man, I want this incorporated and I want this incorporated, and for most of the game it's just like, well yeah, if it wasn't probably done in like the new 52, then like that's all that we're really incorporating. Like I know they are kind of reworking some stuff and trying to get more of the book references and like Rebirth and stuff like that, but yeah, but I thought it was kind of funny because I was trying to get involved with this one YouTuber that usually live streams like these, like when he does DC Universe Online, he like live streams them. So I was trying to get involved with that, and I ended up just not really recording during that time, and I ended up just getting booted off the team anyways because realistically I wasn't powerful enough, which was fine. I realistically don't
Sometimes I think there just isn't enough of me to go around. Time to change that. How about a little more me?
like, I assume a lot of the times it's gonna be like for bigger YouTubers that usually cover these things, like for a newer person or whatever, like a lot of the times the people that the YouTubers are gonna hold dear are the people that are overpowered or whatever, or have people that have either one been YouTubing with them and they're big or whatever, or a lot of the times it's gonna be just a whole lot of either one thing or the other. It's always just like, well, it's like, well, whoever's been playing this game the longest is usually the whatever. So yeah, which is fine. For me, I don't really care. Like, for me, it's just like, well, I wasn't recording anyway, so but it is kind of cool to have a character that I did referenced on a video, but
Fire in the hole!
but ultimately it's just like, well, at least I have that. If nothing else, at least I'll have that, so. I don't know, for me, like, it's been a while since I've actually legitimately, been on here and played, so, if somebody were to have, like, sent me something, or, whatever, it's probably been, probably a good, decent, probably week, or probably at least a couple days since I've played last, because I've kind of just, like, there was a span of a day or two where I just spammed, playing on this, so realistically I had, enough, coverage or taping or whatever for days, so, like a 30-minute window for...
What it's like to be me. What gives you the right? You think you can stand in judgment over me? Time for you to walk a mile in my shoes. One day, all these heroes will be my slaves. Today, their mere image will be your death.
Behave yourself.
Wonder Woman.
You're gonna feel this.
Power Girl.
Goody! Someone to hit.
Supergirl. And they're all going against me. You kidding? No, they're all hallucinations, but still. Isn't it kind of sad though? Like in the villain story, like I take on Supergirl, and I have a really hard time taking her down. Like it was a pretty hard takedown. Because really she was spamming the heat vision, so that makes it a little difficult. For this one, like I take on Wonder Woman, Power Girl, and Supergirl, and I just knock them out of the park.
Chief Researchers Journal.
I don't know. It really, honestly doesn't.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
It doesn't feel like equal. Like if I had a hard time on the villain story taking Supergirl out alone, then shouldn't even her hallucination be just as powerful? I don't know. It's where I have a hard time doing a takedown just on that one character. Yeah, I know that Dr. Psycho is nearby. I'm taking him down. It always seems like for all of these for all these villains, like when you kind of corner them and you kind of blast the crap out of them, like that's basically where you win. Like if you can stop them from moving anywhere and just keep blasting the crap out of them, then you can basically beat anybody. Like that seems to be the one and done kind of movement. Like if you can corner them and just blast the crap out of them, dead. Like that's the only clear way to like cheat this game, is just to be able to corner a hero or villain or whatever and then just blast the crap out of them, which more than likely will end up probably getting nerfed or changed or whatever to where the heroes and or villains will probably get some kind of like break in being able for someone to do that, which I think is kind of a crappy thing to do, because realistically when you have like Supergirl who spams her heat vision, like it's like, well, that doesn't seem fair that Supergirl can spam her heat vision but I can't spam one move. Once I corner this hero or villain or whatever, like I should be able to do that. Seems fair, right? Whoa! Cycle's out! I wonder if we're gonna get Psycho Pirate in this game. Probably not, because I think that mostly he brought that character up in Rebirth, so. But I was just thinking about him, like, well, there's Dr. Psycho, but there's also Psycho Pilot or Pirate or whatever. I believe that's his name. For mostly DC Rebirth
How can
stories.
you resist my illusions?
Well, I'm sorry, but I gotta rescue Supergirl. And then you get your little story thing again.
Thank you. Dr. Psycho weakened me with kryptonite and stuck me in this red sunlight cage. I think he even took some of my blood. I have to go talk to Superman.
Some of your
Thanks
blood?
again. Maybe we can talk when I don't feel so sick.
Some of your blood. You took some of your blood? Maybe they'll clone her.
Wanna see the world through my eyes?
No.
It's easy. Just picture everything you want and can't have, and multiply that 10,000 times. Everyone laughing at you, pushing you aside, unless you take the power for yourself and make them give you what you want. Luther knows. Soon they'll all know. And when I get what I want, I'll be the only one laughing.
For some reason, I don't see that happening. Dr. Psycho has never really been a big threat. I've never really heard of him until this game. So yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna happen, buddy. You know what characters I wish that they would have in this game? Like I love Parasite, and I saw him one villain story, and I went ape about that. Like I honestly would be excited about Amazo being used somewhere. Because like I never cared for Metallo, and I know he's strangely, weirdly just a robotic looking character, which his design just looks ugh to me. But like freaking I wish they had Amazo somewhere. If they have Amazo somewhere, I would be going ape for Amazo, because like I freaking like Amazo, like I love characters that can just copy every power of a team and just be this like powerhouse of a like Blockbuster, or I think his name is Blockbuster, or like characters that could copy a powers of an entire team and then just deck a whole entire team. I love stuff like that. Because really, like, that seems to be a real threat. Because freaking, because anybody else is just, like, boring because you can just take one hero within a team and just like clearly take them out. I guess you can kind of do that for a Mazo too, because basically, if you put in like Batman or Green Lantern that actually doesn't have power, then yeah, they just have a skill that they've been requiring over amount of time. But wouldn't it be kind of cool if like a Mazo could just copy like Batman skill? Then that would be the overall like, yeah, no one is safe from a Mazo if you bring a Mazo in there. Like, if you bring Batman to fight a Mazo, like a Mazo will just copy Batman's skills, and then again, like a Mazo could beat Batman. Yeah. But I'm going to call this a wrap. I apologize for just... if anything, I probably just talked about a lot of, like, my YouTube video stuff, and I want to talk more about, like, comic books and go back to that, and talk about how to add to this game and improve it. I don't know, like, right now, I'm just kind of, like, I don't know what to say much more about this game anymore, because I don't know what all is going on in the game and whatever, so I'm just kind of taking it in as it comes, and because I could say, like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, and then I'll go through the game, and it could probably have that, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, this game shut me up, but yeah, so I'm going to shut up and say goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.